Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Pwnecast, doing a review of Daylight. I'm Duncan. I'm going to be playing with you guys through this. This is Daylight. It's actually kind of an FPS survival horror game. If you guys have never played it, well, get ready to wet your pants. I'm going to just kind of give a couple level playthroughs and kind of give it a feel, see what this game is like. So let's just get right into it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I do. And I have a cell phone for some reason. Oh, and there's a spider for some reason that's nested right next to it. So yes, it does scare me. If it doesn't scare you, it really sucks because spiders suck. Quite literally, they suck blood out of items. Little creatures. Cute bunnies. You ever watch that movie?
Where am I?
Yeah. Alright. Now, so as the game always plays through, you can always find that these things like notes, this kind of helps you basically get an idea of what you're looking for. They kind of explain a little bit. It's kind of hard to understand what you're doing. It's just like they're trying to tell a story of a girl that has somehow woken up here at this crazy place, an asylum basically. And, that's because that's where most all horror movies start, is an asylum. Because, there's nowhere else a horror, somebody can be murdered, killed, I mean, how fun would a game be if you made it at McDonald's? Imagine what McDonald's would be like if it was just a horror. Dead cattle. There you go. That's relevant. McDonald's, cattle. See, you can make a very good story. Somebody dies off a burger, fry, the ghosts come back and haunt it. Maybe making it a McDonald's in the future of 2030. Fake food is non-relevant anymore. So anyway, as the game plays through, there's some things about it, like the level design, as you can see, pretty basic. You don't see really much of anything that stands out and makes you go like, oh my god, this game is amazing. The playthrough's fine. The phone looks, pretty basic, like you would get at any smartphone. Glow sticks. I'm about to join a rave, so just so if you never knew. Now, what happens is these glow sticks, they allow you to basically set up and kind of illuminate your past. Let's see things that you've never seen before. Like, notice this, a desk with a bunch of carvings on it. Now, any sane person wouldn't touch that, but since I'm not a sane person, I will touch it. Oh, look, another letter. And now I'm getting carved maze into my hand. Now, notice I'm playing this on a PS4. The graphics are a little clunky, not because of PS4, but because the game has little weird issues with it. But as you can see, each one's a little bit different. Now, we're starting our game officially. Notice at the bottom there, where it says Remnants, is what you're looking for. You need to collect 6 of them to get out of there. The threat level will increase because you kind of have a counter clock on it. So, kind of when you start the game, you want to kind of run through everything. It's annoying a little bit because you're looking for these papers, but they don't really stand out. Notice, I don't really see anything in these walls. There's not much painting, and this was a really shitty place. And when I mean shitty, I mean it just means shitty in general. Oh, look, there's a letter. That's something I want. So you want to collect those. So now I have 2 of 6. I mean, look at this. Why do you keep a dresser in the middle of the hallway? Okay, so let's see here again. Nope, nothing is in here. What do I find here? Okay, so notice those aren't what we're really looking for. We're looking for the remnants of this story, which those are those on the wall. Oh, luckily there was nothing in there. Aha. But these little letters nailed to them. You want to find these because this is what directs the story most of the time. I saw someone down in the boiler room tonight. Bastard. Made me nearly jump out of my skin, ran off before I could get a good look at him, blah 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 blah, ordeals, skipping out the spot to put the moves on the nurse, just make some sure they're doing the job, blah blah blah, George. Well, George, you suck at your job because if you didn't do anything right, it was not putting moves on that girl. So, as you see, the glow stick allows you to kind of see all these, markings. It kind of directs you where you need to go, but also, when you don't have it, now I'm looking again, the desk has nothing. So now you want to avoid things like those. Those are the spirits that somehow come more and more into the game. I'm not really seeing anything here that defines this. So I need to find 2 more letters to move to the next level. So I'm going to search everything. Now I noticed with this game that it kind of like generates new levels every time. That's kind of a cool aspect about it, but it doesn't really do much. Oh, can we? No, it's just open the door. But it's kind of a nice thing. So now, see, notice how I get the glow stick going again, and bam, we're back on it. Now, when my screen, and like he says, when I get those flares basically ward off the spirits that are chasing me. Notice where the threat level keeps coming a little bit. Oh, there we go, got another letter. So that kind of helps us progress the game farther, but I'm not fully done yet, and I have to find a way to open up that doorway, so I need to find the signal. The only way to find the signal is basically you finding those letters, which it can kind of become annoying because you've got a clock. Okay, so this is where the other letter was, so now I have to find out where the signal is. So I'm going to go back there and find out where it's at. So notice, the threat level has gotten a little bit higher, so that means that the spirits are more prominent, that they can come at you and kind of get you. You don't want to get possessed, that's why you have to be really careful throughout this game. Now, not all letters help you with the remnants, you just got to collect them, find as many as possible. So let's see through here. Was this where we can find where the signal? No, that's not. Oh, there's another door over here. Yeah, perfect. That's what I'm looking for down at the end of the hall. This is where the signals basically are. Once you get all the items, these little things floating, and these are what the objects that you're looking for. So I'm looking for a teddy bear apparently this time. I don't know why, very creepy. Also notice that there's other floating objects here, kind of like what you would find in my house. Books, rocks, maybe a set of tickets that somebody had purchased and nobody came to the date. Anyway, so you'd pick it up, everything drops. Now I have a teddy bear in my hands. Oh, and now I'm hit with flashbacks of children. Eyes. A bear. Well, didn't really, well, that didn't really explain much, and that's the other part of the story that's kind of driving me crazy, is that you don't... Oh, now... And apparently now we're in an area where there's a locked room. Don't see anything. Kinda annoying, come on. Oh, I see you. See? She doesn't really see anything, she just gets confused at times. That's fine. So, now we're gonna head back down here where we should be going. Running all the way down here. Quick. Hurry. Look at my phone. 2 seconds. Alright, gotta go. Now, notice the threat level is fully functional. That means those guys can actually come and hurt me. But too late for them. I found a way out through the door. And once you get there, bam, use a signal to break whatever's sealing it, and you can move through it. Which then starts over again the clock counter. These levels kind of progress like this, and it's alright, but I'm just telling you right now, like going to raves all the time. And notice there's really not much of a threat. Like, see, you know, like the counter starts, and you don't really get to read through anything because you gotta really hurry up. I mean, like it even counts toward, I think, at times. So now we're looking for more remnants, and they want you to really explore the levels kind of a bit, but there's nothing much to explore that makes you feel anything else. I mean, if anything, it kind of feels like it's a Outlast, but not as scary. If you ever played Outlast, that game is scary. Oh, whoa, okay. No, I'm just kidding. Quick, come back, Susan. I wish to court you. Apparently you can't court a dead person. And apparently you can't walk past boxes. So, I'm going to move through this. It keeps telling me remnants. But again, I think this is not... See, now this is a dangerous place to be. It's a fire hazard in general. There's lots of fire. See, everything's catching fire. And this girl's walking through fire. You know, it's not good at all. But I'm going to look in the other direction because she doesn't do much. Oh, see? So now... Now, as you notice, the story kind of also progresses in a weird way. That, like, you're looking to collect stuff, but at the same time, too... See, like, there's another letter right there. Like, these letters seem to be, like, kind of dropped everywhere, and they don't really, like, really make anything different, it seems like. Like, okay, I'm picking it up. You get to read little, you know, snippets. Kind of gives you the backstory of this asylum. Again... There's nothing that really stands out. It doesn't feel like Outlast and how it's very creepy, very eerie. I mean, if you ever saw me play it, that actually scared me. Really scared me. Everything's kind of explained to this game, so it's not really hard to understand it. Like, the things that do get explained feel like they don't need much explaining, and then things that need to be explained don't really get explained. So, as I'm running through this, I'm trying to find where everything is. Notice the remnants and the threat level don't really happen. So this level is kind of a bupkis level. It just seems like you're just walking through it for no reason. Oh, look, boxes have fallen everywhere. And now they've disappeared magically. Being out of the dark should not make me feel better. Why not? If I was in the dark and I'm a woman, there's so many things that could happen. I mean, think about it. You could have monsters. Creepy monsters with long hair that have disappeared into TVs from the 90s. Anyway, so as you can see, we just keep playing through this, and the levels, like I said, don't feel really developed. I mean, first of all, why would you develop a room like this? Why would you have stacks upon stacks of all of these files? books cases, you know. And if it's an insane asylum, I get it, but it's just like, also, why would you have a reception area that kind of just had this stuff on it? You know, a lot of it doesn't seem to make sense. So I'll pick up more of these glow sticks to find out where I'm at. Turn on my light switch finally. Oh, look, the door finally opened, so we're gonna go through there. And now we kind of really continue with the game again, where you kind of go back to it, and more books, more boxes, you know, like, and to be honest, like, if this thing is decayed in so many years, and she used to go here, this was a horrible hospital from the get-go. I mean, who would go to a hospital? I mean, like, you're somewhere in, like, the ghetto? It's a ghetto hospital? Ghetto insane asylum, but yet it still feels the 1920s feels. It just, you like, okay, now the clock has started again. So now I have to find my way to find the remnants of whatever we were looking for. So, not here. Forget. Always make sure you turn on the glow sticks too. That's one thing about this game you definitely need to do. Okay, so you can keep finding items. Sometimes the control's a little clunky. You know, like you hit X, like it disappears. Sometimes you won't find things. All right, first letter. All right. So we have the first remnants. Up. Bam. Second remnants. These are what you're collecting, are the red letters that you need to find. So, alright, so we're still going through all this. Usually I like to do everything in a straight line, so we know one remnant is over there.
You're there.
Alright, so this is where I need to come back for that. You can kind of hear that there's one of them here. The way you determine is you can hear footsteps. You can hear, you know, you'll hear it every so often. You're like, I know you're here. And it kind of warns you a bit, like they're getting closer and everything like that. But again, like I said, you'll definitely see over time that they'll emerge. So that's why you kind of want to hurry through this game. It's one of those parts. Come on, there we go. See, now notice my camera's coming, and there she is. But she's not gonna get me because she's trying to act like she's scared, but she ain't. See, when you hear, oh crap! Okay, yeah, that did kind of catch me. Yeah, that's the first time it actually got that close to me. So yeah, that's definitely there. So I'm trying to look for the last of these letters. Where have I not gone yet? So I gotta follow through these hallways again. Found it there. We didn't go through here, so let's go through here. Oh, bam! Found the other one. Right there. Now, if you're just starting playing this game, you'll kind of see after a while that it's like you don't really understand it. You'll get very lost. You know, see, that's where they're at. Now they're finally starting to kick in, so you got to really, you know, be aware of where these letters are. If you're not, they're just going to keep coming at you. Now, you'll also hear feet throughout the game. You'll hear the feet and everything like that. You'll hear, like, you'll see your screen or kind of, you know, skittery thing happen. So what I usually like to do is run around in a circle. So that's where we're... where the other letter could be around here. So make sure you also keep your eyes wide, because you need to really find out where, like, the stuff is hidden. You know, sometimes it can be laying on something, sometimes it can be somewhere that you didn't expect. See, you can hear them. And now she's trying to come this way. So if she gets any closer, she'll die. See, that's probably one of the rooms that I want to head to. Looking for that letter still. It's down here the hallway? No.
Somebody here.
Let's see if we can find it in here. Remember, keep your eyes peeled for any of that, the stuff around. See, it goes back around the other way. There's a signal. Usually you'll find anything in here. So there, it's not in here. Do we find it in here? In here? There's a creepy little thing. I'm pretty sure it should be somewhere around here. Usually it's like in the last hall. Oh, so those flares, don't ignite them until you really need to. Like, I mean, it's kind of annoying, but it's just like you sit there and you use it, and then, like, once you use it, yeah, see, they have random sounds every so often, just to mess with you. Okay, so now we found that. Now we need to go find the signal. Looks like I'm going all the way down this way. So I'm going to head back all the way.